Okay, Martin River, you were my favorite so far. Thank you for having me. Yeah, that was a beautiful, exactly what I needed. Okay, let's see what else I need that I didn't know I needed. And that's what it's all about, you guys. Yeah. Plans have changed, you guys. In truth, I have no idea where we are. We're somewheres near Pembroke. I am gonna MacGyver. I'm pretty good with the map, but I know I'm saying that when I've just gotten lost. But that was because I wasn't following a map. I was just following my own senses and looking at the sun and kind of having a general idea of where I needed to be. And I got to where I needed to be, but it was too late in the day to get a permit to do some mining today. So we're just going to carry on to our park, Silent Lake. I don't think this is it. I just checked Google Maps. It looks like we're still an hour and a half away. Knowing me, we're a couple hours at least, two or 3 hours. But you guys, I am having fun and everything is working out the way it's supposed to be, and I'm bumping into people that I'm supposed to. You know, we all impact people in ways that we have no idea, and more importantly, they have no idea, right? And it's all about change. It's all about movement forward. It's all about second chances. It's all about appreciation for life, right? Creating the best human being we possibly can. I have no problems getting lost in this. No problems at all, right? We'll just add this up to the adventure. Okay, you guys, I really do have to hit the road if we're going to get there before dark. Okay, people, we are here. Look at it. It's before dark. But barely, you guys.
Take the next left onto Silent Lake Park Road.
Oh my goodness, I lost it on that one. We had an adventure on that one. Okay, let's see what campsite we're at. I'm sure...
In 300 meters, turn left to stay on Silent Lake Park Road.
I'm sure the ranger station is... Oh, ranger station is still open, number 9. Okay. Well, do I need to go in? I don't think I have to stop. I know where my spot is. I'll come back in the morning. And, ooh, it looks like they might have...
Turn left to stay on Silent Lake Park Road. Okay. Then turn left to stay on Silent Lake Park Road.
We're here. Oh my goodness. Okay, number 9. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 6. Number 7. Oh, we're almost there. Number 8. You can see up in the bush here, and this one here, these are yurts, and you can rent these. Really nice. Look at it. It's got a deck. Looks like it's handicap accessible. Good morning, people. I think it's around 8:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm not even setting up the camp. I'm putting my day together here, looking at my map, seeing what I want to do. I thought maybe I would stay here for a couple of days in this camp spot and do some rock hounding and some crystal hunting. But it's like Grand Central Station here. I mean, we got motorbikes, yeah. I didn't come into Ontario for this. This is my least favorite camping spot of the trip, which is disappointing because this would have been so convenient for me to plant house for a couple of days, because this is the area that I want to be in for my hounding, right? So, but there's another place. I looked at my maps a little bit last night, and it means we have to backtrack. And it says an hour and a half, but knowing me, it's going to be a couple of hours. But we are here right now, in Bancroft. Well, we're in the park right now. We're in Silent Lake, and it's a beautiful, beautiful park. Don't get me wrong, beautiful camp. But I think that this one was going to be busy. Yeah, lots of families, which is wonderful that the kids are experiencing this, right? But yeah, I've got yurts there. I've got a yurt over there. And there's another yurt with the mountain bikes. And they like to ride those mountain bikes, even if they're just going to the outhouse, right? So, in all honesty, it was the bikes were probably a clincher for me. Yeah, I got muskrats running around, keeping me company. I had one that just followed me from about 500 feet away. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, now he's just collecting. I lay out all kinds of goodies. You don't find them, right? Because I like to leave my camp exactly the way I found it. And I think it's going to probably be a little bit better than I found it, right? There was a lot of, right? But somebody probably camped here last night, and I rolled in super late again. He just didn't have time to have it ready for me. I don't know. You can see the disappointment, and I'm allowed to be disappointment, right? I'm allowed to be disappointed in that, and it's not going to ruin my day in any way, right? We're on the road. This is Mother Nature. I just came back from the outhouse, and I went up down a hill, and I sat on a log in the middle of the forest all by myself, and I just, right? I ohmed it out. I'm not an oming kind of person, but you guys get what I mean. I just sat there and I appreciated being alive, being here, being on the road, and starting my day. And again, can't tell you exactly what time it is, but we are in Silent Lake right now. 329 kilometer drive from Martin River, which was 3 hours. Yeah, it was probably like 4 hours for me, with a little bit of construction, a little bit of granny driving, and a little bit of sharp corners that I'm being a good driver. Lots of trucks too on the road, but they don't bother me anymore. I'm so used to them when I'm out on the highways, right? Winding grove, nestled in a forest. This is what I wrote. There's my, nice little driveway come in. I had my nice little grove. I would have loved this spot, right? If there wasn't just... Right, I'm not just having that dazzle in a vase in this exact moment, but that'll happen sometime during the course of the day when I get a friend for my dragon crystal. It won't be an amethyst, but it'll be something else for sure. Okay, so this park has a lookout point, 3 beaches, walking, camping, cabins, winter trails, mountain bike trails. Oh, mountain bike, not motorbike. Maybe a nice place to take my kayak. No, I don't think so. Only shut down for 5 weeks of the year. It's a popular winter activity park, so this is a very popular park, but I'm supposed to be crossing the border today. Plans have changed. I want to stay in Ontario, and I want to look at it. I haven't even had the experience of digging for crystals in Ontario. How can I even think to go into the States, right? That'll be an experience for another day, another year, right? Another lifetime. Okay, it says leave no later than noon, but I'll be out of here much sooner than that. Okay, so I need to find the CN rock piles in Bancroft before I leave. Find those and see if I can scavenge for some rocks and crystals. Okay, you guys, we are on the road, like I said. We are going to backtrack a little bit. This is where I am right now. We're going to go get a cup of coffee because we're just like 20 minutes away. Then we're going to come back. This is where I want to dig for the most part of the day. Be out of here at the very latest by 4 o'clock if I'm having lots of fun. 3 o'clock if I'm not having lots of fun, but I can't imagine me not having lots of fun. And then we are going to drive all the way up here. Or no, we're going to drive all the way up here. And this is what happened yesterday. We're going to drive all the way up here. We're going to grab our license, and then we won't have time. It'll already be later on, and I want to get into the ranger station because I'd like a bag of wood and have a campfire maybe tonight. And I'm going to try out a park that's somewheres around here. I mean, I could even go for breakfast in Quebec, right? I could just cross the bridge and I can be in Quebec and have croissants for breakfast. Ooh, now there's a thought. We're on holidays, no plan. Okay, you guys. So I haven't got my word ready. We want to do our 45th word today. And yeah, I'll get working on that now, and then I will come back and show you what I came up with. Good morning. I am smiling again. Happy for the adventure. Oh my goodness, right? And there's lessons in absolutely everything, right? If you pay attention. I'm constantly learning, constantly appreciating. And still constantly failing myself. But in that process, right, you come full circle until you get it down packed. and then you don't have to do it again. Not in my lifetime in any case. Okay, you guys, I got the 45th word completed. Let me just turn you around. Look at, it's like Christmas with fall leaves everywheres I go. Everywheres I go. Oh my goodness. Like, how can I not be happy to be here? Walking in my bare feet on the moss patches. I've been checking out the rocks, and there are collapsed crystals in them. Collapse meaning, you know, they've started rotting away, that they're so old. I mean, this is 1.5 billion years old, right? And look at the roots, look at the trees just clinging to the surface and moving about. I gotta come and touch you. Good morning, tree. Good morning. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at the rocks. Aren't they just magnificent? I had a whole rock garden. I brought some of this, just a small patch, just a little 6-foot patch or 6-inch patch. And I brought it home and I broke it up in my garden. It took 7 years to spread, but it was so beautiful. Until my brother-in-law tore the creek and the pond apart to do a repair, and it was all done with. Okay, you guys, truly, Cindy needs a shower. We need to get on the road and have some fun today. Okay. 45th word. We got the word inspiration. Is the belief that you can aspire to that too. Right? No matter what it is. Right? I am inspired by Mother Nature. I'm inspired by the experience that I have, that I can do a little bit better by myself, that I can, right, really step out of my comfort zone, knowing that everything is going to be okay, that I can be by myself and I can have these experiences and not have to depend on others to give them to me. It's that experience between me and the world, and at the same time, right, I am sharing it. I am, because I'm with you guys, right? You guys are hanging out with me in this moment, and we're sharing this, and that's good for me, and I think that's good for lots of people, right? Okay, you guys. Off we go. Oh, that's pretty landscaping. You do a nice job. Oh, it's for sale. Oh my goodness. Is this why Google actually suggested this route for me? Because it showed me that house? Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, please. Lots of small towns, and these towns are all within 10 or 15 minutes of each other, right? In this area, wow, I guess it would have to be about the community. We're within a half an hour of our destination. We are going digging for crystals. Like, there's a variety of crystals that we can possibly find today. It doesn't mean that we're going to find them. There just means that there is all different kinds of crystals out there, and if we're lucky enough to find something, it could be something absolutely amazing. The permit is only $20, and you pick that up at the Quadville, Caulfield's grocery store, and it's only a couple of kilometers away from the grocery store where we dig. And I've never been there before, though I did drive up to the parking lot yesterday just to make sure that I would be able to find it okay. We are there pretty early today. We'll be there before 2 o'clock. We are going to have, at least 3 or 4 hours of fun today. Made myself a couple of salami sandwiches and just kind of threw some snacks in my bag, and because we have to walk up, I think, quite a ways to find some good spots, I didn't want to. Well, the granny wagon is convenient to me, but they're asking us not to bring those kind of containers in because people have been known to fill them up and sell them. That's not what I'm doing, and I don't want to ruffle feathers or anything, so I'm just going to take a bag up to this hill and find myself a spot, find myself a few spots, maybe go for a walk in the area, walk in the forest. We got to be careful because one thing I noticed yesterday where all the fallen leaves were covering the holes and the pits that people have been digging in. So, what a perfect little house and a perfect little spot. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, please. Yeah, I have driven in the past few days. I have driven through this area numerous times now. I'd have to say 3 or 4 times. I have to take that into consideration, why I've been driving in and out of here so much, right? For the most part, I have been lost, and right, this has kind of been a spot that I recognize in getting back onto the main highway and stuff, so maybe that's the case. But I've had to have conversations with people. I keep getting lost, and the only time that I seem to get this proper in the past couple of days is by using Google Maps. Google Maps is getting me there, no problem. No problem, but you can see I'm going down these small country roads and small highways here, and I'm just waiting for some signs or something to recognize. Yeah, here's a sign. Nope, don't recognize it. We'll bring our speed down a little bit. There's a lot of these small communities out there, but there's a lot of abandoned too, you know. And I bet you those properties would be for sale. I don't mind sweat equity. If I could get myself a good deal. A good deal. But you set your eye on the plan, right? You know, if we are looking at possibly this area, right? This is beautiful mountain ranges and valleys. We're near Bonnechere Valley. We are in an area where there are a lot of small towns, so you have that kind of city feel, but at the same time, look at, there's farms, and I even drove by a Amish community. It was, yeah, it's very diverse in this area. I suspect it's very cold, though, in the winter. But quite pretty. And for retirement, and as long as I can have proper internet, right? Because how am I going to do my live shows otherwise? Because none of that changes. None of that changes. That's only growth for me, right? Sorry, can't turn the camera around and talk to you face to face just because I am concentrating on my driving, and if I had my face on the camera here. Yeah, we don't want to get any accidents. We've been doing so good. This car, right? I mean, I tell you, you fart and it's got an alarm system and a warning for you, guaranteed. So it has been interesting navigating. Oh, I drove by here already today. Oh, So it has been interesting getting to learn the vehicle. I really enjoy driving the Infinity. It is a bit of a gas guzzler for sure, but I love the drive. And sometimes, you know, you don't mind if there is some, you know, positives about the vehicle. There are some things that you can, well, deal with. I mean, if I have the money, right, it wouldn't be a big deal. Look at all these. I get distracted, seriously, you guys, by all the for sale signs. There's a lot for sale out here. But I sure would love an little old house. Not that old. Wow, that looks like an old grocery store, an apartment building attached. Interesting. Yeah, lots of abandoned. In the past few days, I've really been noticing fall set in, the colors changing, so I suspect the drive home will be absolutely spectacular going through the mountains. Okay, you guys, if you want a permit, this is the grocery store you pick up your permit at. And off we go. See you in a bit. Well, isn't this going to be exciting? I don't know how far I have to walk in. I got my bag with me with all my gear and my lunch. I was going to bring my little camping chair, but I thought, you know, you can see it's all rock, so I'm sure I'm going to find a log or a rock to sit on. The thing is, I'm finding the lucky spot. And I suspect anywhere's in here now you can dig, right? And I'm assuming people have been poking around in all these little caverns and stuff for crystals. Yeah, it's going to be a good afternoon. I'm excited to be here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And that's exactly how the day started off. Well, right, got lost again. It's the norm. I think Google Maps is trying to teach me to rely and trust in Google Maps a little bit more. And I do trust Google Maps. They get me to where I need to be all the time. Wow. Now, there are only three other vehicles in the parking lot. So I'm going to assume there's not going to be a lot of people here. And I'm good with that, because this is about my experience. But interactions, oh yeah, this is all digging space here. Wow, it's just a matter of finding a hole. Oh my goodness. And I don't mind grabbing other people's tailings too if they're nice, right? What's garbage to one person is treasure to another. Wow. Oh yeah. Am I allowed to be digging right here? I think this is my lucky spot, right? Comes off the tip, roll down, roll down. right behind that boulder there. That's what I'm thinking. Now, how do I get up there? Somebody's back there. Can't see him. So much bush here. Yes, I think that's my spot up there. Just a matter of getting up there. Oh, why am I being so hasty? So sparkly. Okay, well, I'm thinking right there. I don't know why I'm expecting trails. And I gotta look at the little offerings and stuff because people pick through their things and decide what they want to keep and what they don't. Look at all this stuff. Where do you even start? Holy moly, moly, moly. Okay, let's see if I can get in right here. Ooh. Oh, so much offerings. Da, 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 da. Ah, okay. Looks like a plan. Here we go. See, I'll take the camera as far in as I can in the maneuvering. Yeah, so I'm going to have to let it go because my bag has so okay, you guys see when I'm up there. And 30 seconds later, I'm in. Now it's a matter of where do I want to go? Okay. I'm going to assume I'm going to be trying out a few places today in this area to dig. Somebody else's hole. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just stop and breathe it in. Okay. This is what I'm thinking right here. Right? comes down the mountains, and this is a pretty big rock to be rolling down the mountain. It would have been taking all kinds of stuff out with it. And the rains and stuff, everything would wash up against the rock. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look around. Kind of looks like I set up house here, doesn't it? This is one of my pits. The roots are a good sign. It means nobody's been digging in it, right? In here, I've got about, a cup of good crystals, what I think is good crystals. I got some boulders there that I said, when they dry out, I want to see, because they look like they sparkled a little bit in the sun. But just because they sparkle don't mean anything. And then there were a few here that I wanted to check out. Oh, looks like, is that a piece of Beryl? Yeah, there's it's kind of rotted, so that's why I wanted them to kind of dry out in there. And you can see there's some crystals in there. Yeah, that's a piece of Beryl. Here, I got squirty bottle. Why don't we just do the old squirty bottle? I say I'd just taken a break, but oh my goodness, I'm having so much fun. Yeah, so I'm not gonna take any of those there. Let's just take a look at this one. Yeah, no, I don't want any of those. Okay, I just wanted to get up. My knees were sore, my bum was sore, right? It's one thing having a passion for the crystals and the rocks and being out in Mother Nature, but you better be prepared to put a little bit of sweat equity into getting what you want. They're just not going to pop out of the ground and go, hey, Cindy, here I am. Though I'd like to see one do that. Okay, you guys, back to work. I saw 2 dogs. Heard somebody walking in the bush. Other than that, nope. Just me. I picked this spot so I could look down into the gully there a little bit. And then also there's a nice breeze coming off this ridge here, so thought it was a nice spot. And there's still a few mosquitoes out. I got a few bites, but they don't bother me. Oh, so beautiful out. Okay, back to work. Have a good night.